Good evening. You are watching CMR Daily Buzz. It's Monday, April 25th. I'm Misha Allinger and thank you for joining us. Leading today's headlines, police recovered 945 pounds of marijuana from the water after a vessel capsized on Friday. One man was rescued and transported to the hospital for treatment, while 3 others are still missing. The Cayman Islands Coast Guard ceased the search and rescue operation on Friday due to severe weather conditions and resumed on Saturday without success so far. The 35-year-old Jamaican national that was rescued from the water has been released from the hospital, arrested, and formally charged with illegal landing and importation of ganja. The recovered packages are being forensically processed and will be scheduled for destruction. Armed robberies have been on the rise not only in business premises but also on the streets now. A woman was robbed of her handbag at gunpoint on Shedden Road. A tinted silver Honda CR-V approached a woman that had exited a business premises, took her brown bag containing valuables, and fled the location. No shots were fired and the woman was not injured during the incident. However, just an hour later, another robbery was reported at Domino's Pizza in West Bay yesterday. 2 masked men armed with handguns entered the premises and demanded money from staff. During this encounter, one of the staff members was struck in the face with a gun, causing a wound. The employee was transferred to the Georgetown Hospital by ambulance to receive medical attention. The man with the handgun was described as short and slim in stature, with light brown complexion and dressed in black clothing with long sleeves, balaclava, and black gloves. The second male was tall and muscular with light brown complexion, also dressed in black clothing with long sleeves and light green gloves. Police believe both armed robberies are connected and are encouraging anyone that may have witnessed this incident to please come forward. Anonymous tips can be provided directly to the RCIPS via their confidential tip line on 949-7777 or their website rcips.ky. In another stealing incident, 2 young men, as seen in this video, were caught stealing a bicycle while the owner was at work. If you recognize these 2 culprits, please report them to the police immediately. A 20-year-old man from Bordentown was arrested on suspicion of rape on Wednesday, 20th April. Police reports are that shortly before 9:45 p.m., the man who is known to this woman sexually assaulted her in a vehicle in East End. He has been bailed with strict conditions pending further investigation, and appropriate safeguarding measures have been put in place for the victim. A total of 29 Cuban migrants arrived on separate marine vessels in Cayman Brac over the weekend. All migrants are being temporarily held in quarantine in accordance with COVID-19 protocols and will be transported to Grand Cayman once all reception formalities have been completed. A recent data breach may lead to some tourism stipend recipients being prosecuted for fraud. The Ministry of Border Control and Labor shared that the inadvertent data breach from April 12th has identified suspected fraud by a number of recipients of the Displaced Tourism Employee Stipend. The Deputy Premier strongly encouraged any persons receiving the stipend that do not meet the criteria for legitimate claims to voluntarily remove themselves from the recipients' list. Another survey has now been launched and is mandatory for all recipients of the stipend program to participate in order to process payments for the month of May. For further information or to report suspicions of fraudulent activities relating to stipend payments, email stipend@gov.ky or call 649-6932. Deputy Premier, Minister for Finance and Economic Development and Minister for Border Control and Labor, Honorable Chris Saunders has tested positive for COVID-19. He is currently in isolation and is continuing to carry out his duties remotely. CMR wishes Minister Saunders a speedy recovery. The Department of Sports has partnered with the Cayman Islands Aquatic Sports Association to install a state-of-the-art pool chiller at the Lions Aquatic Center. The latest Lions pool upgrade follows the removal of its in-pool lights, now replaced by LED lights, and the installation of new in-cast steps. The pool chiller will keep the 25-meter pool at a comfortable temperature during the hot summer months, regardless of the ambient temperature. Other benefits of the new system are that it requires fewer chemicals and reduces evaporation. Speaking of the upgrade, the association's president, Mr. Steve Broadbelt, said this will make a big difference for the athletes and their preparation for Carifta Commonwealth Games this summer. Now over to Kevin Watler for updates on Cayman's evening weather.
Thanks, Misha, and good night, Cayman. I'm Kevin Watler, and this is your CMR weather update. Is brought to you by WG Charters. Overnight will be partly cloudy with a chance of some scattered thunderstorms. Winds east at 10 to 15 miles per hour. The temperatures drop to the upper 70s. Sunrise is at 6 in the morning, and the day will heat up to the mid to upper 80s. There's a chance of some scattered thunderstorms that will pass quickly if it does occur. Winds east at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Nighttime tomorrow, Tuesday, mostly clear with the winds east northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, and the temperatures fall to the upper 70s overnight. Here are the tide changes for tomorrow, as well as the times the moon will be up and go away. Now for the next few days, similar weather conditions are expected. Lots of sunshine is expected for the week and into the weekend. CMR weather updates are brought to you by WG Charters. They offer private boat trips for a great price, and we encourage you to support them. Have a great night.
Thank you, Kevin, for those weather updates. In regional news today, a young Jamaican footballer was shot and killed on his 18th birthday in downtown Kingston. Omar Ling of St. Andrew Technical High School and Cavalier FC was one of the 3 persons who was shot in a drive-by shooting shortly before 5:30 p.m. on Friday, 22nd April. President of the Jamaica Football Federation, Michael Ricketts, expressed his condolences, calling his death heartbreaking. Leading international news today, the outspoken Tesla CEO and the world's wealthiest person won the bid to take over Twitter at $44 billion. The Tesla chief executive, Elon Musk, promised new features and reiterated his push to soften Twitter's stance on content moderation. Musk said it needs to be transformed as a private company in order to build trust with users and do better at serving what he calls a societal imperative of free speech. Twitter said it will become a privately held company after the sale is closed. For more in-depth news and headlines, please visit our website, caymanmallroad.com. Tune in to The Cold Hard Truth with Sandy Hill tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. on Facebook, YouTube, and Radio Bobo 89.1 FM. Thank you for tuning in to CMR Daily Buzz with me, Misha Allinger. Please do not drink and drive. Enjoy your evening and stay safe.